check.
You may want to tell the DJ.
Where? Right in here?
Yeah, because
You want me to
you
welcome
can't-
him?
Yeah, I want you. Yeah, we'll start off and you just open it up like you normally do. Yeah, and they're live on the Thomas Bachman show.
I'm like, okay, I'm fixing to wing it because I like to have it.
Look, we'll have you right here too. And as soon as you get back here, I'll welcome and I'll get you up here. And
All right, folks, if you want to go ahead and gather around just a little bit, we got a proclamation coming to get things going. And right now, before any delay, let's get out Principal Jody Goodman to welcome everybody out.
Hey, hey, Trojans, good evening, and welcome to our community pep rally. We're so excited for everyone that's here tonight, and just excited to cheer on our boys as we take on state on Saturday morning. We're, I believe, live on Thomas Bachman show, so welcome all those people out there. All right, so I want to introduce to you, not a stranger to us, but Mayor Jock Roy, and he's got a special announcement for our school and our boys and our team, yes, and our community. So here you go, Mayor.
Thank you, Principal. How are you guys doing? Y'all got to show you're a lot more fired up than that. Y'all are about to go to the big show in the Dome. All right, so this is a proclamation I'll read. We did some other stuff to make sure that y'all are safe on this trip. We've got officers who are going to be accompanying you all the way. You need that escort. We want you guys to be safe. But I first want to say how much I appreciate all of your staff, all of your support here at this school, and all of your parents and friends who are making this happen for those guys that are going to be playing on that field. It takes everybody to do it. So with that, I'm going to read this to you, and we're going to officially commemorate this moment. Whereas the Alexandria Senior High School Trojans will face Edna Carr in the Division I Select LHSAA Prep Classic, December 14, 2024 in New Orleans, representing our city in front of fans in the Caesars Superdome. And whereas the Alexandria Senior High School Trojan football team represents the pride, determination, and excellence of our city, both on and off the field. And whereas the Trojan spirit unites us in celebrating the values of teamwork, perseverance, and community pride, the Trojans provide lessons to all of us about what it takes for a team to succeed and how individual efforts as part of a team gives each of us a gift, the gift of hope, reward for hard work, and good pride in a job well done. Whereas the Trojans bind our community together through their hard work and dedication to success, inspiring citizens of all ages, whereas the Trojans rightfully bring joy and pride to our citizens in Alexandria, but in all of Rapides Parish, and truly for Trojan alumni around the world. Whereas our citizens, our elected and community leaders and families all over desire and should celebrate the Trojans' excellence that promotes local pride in our high schools and high school competition and completion. Whereas it is fitting for the city to demonstrate and encourage all residents to participate in a day of unity, showing unwavering support for our Trojans and to keep the fires of support burning throughout several Ash School Excellence Days in celebration, commemoration, thoughts, and prayers, and our commitment to safety for our Trojans and their key supporters and staff as they represent and succeed to the victory no matter what that follows and goes hand in hand with their sacrifices. All right, y'all ready? Here it goes. Now, therefore, I, Jacques Roy, Mayor of the City of Alexandria, do hereby proclaim Friday, December 13, 2024 as Trojan Spirit Day. But y'all get something no one else gets. Y'all also get, in addition to the one-day, December 12th through the 15th as Ash School Excellence Days. All citizens we call upon to recognize and show their support wearing purple and gold Friday, and really from today forward till you guys get home on the 15th. Congratulations, guys. We love you. Support that team and be safe and come home to us safely. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, one more time, y'all, guys. Yes, let's give them a round of applause. We're getting ready. Yes. Okay.
Best of luck. I know y'all got it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Getting ready to get things going. You hear the band in the background, visited now by Alexandria Mayor Jacques Roy. And Mayor, just you read the proclamation out. Tell me about the feeling of the city surrounding this Alexandria team.
I think it's just an incredible opportunity and lesson to us all to get to see this excellence happen. You know, it takes teamwork to do this, and it takes individuals that
Right.
build that team and that have really special skills. So you really get to see all of that come together, and I think it gives people hope. When you see an accomplishment like this, it tells everybody that things are possible, that with hard work there is a payoff, and it's just great for kids. I'd also like to add that it's not, it tells the whole parish, other schools, things about what's happening.
Right.
So it gives everybody pride. I think it helps with school completion, competition, and everything. So we're really proud of these guys.
What's your message to the businesses along the route and those that are trying tomorrow to just, hey, let's have a big send-off for the Trojans?
Wear your purple and gold, guys. Y'all are all, y'all own it, whether you're an Ash alum or not, because of LSU. So get it all on. Stand out there and support this team as they go off and represent us with their excellence. What a great way to say that we have excellence in this community for them to go to that dome and bring the win. They've already won, by the way,
That's
as we
right.
all know. Just getting there is a win, and you couldn't ask more out of the staff, the coaches, and the families and friends who are supporting these guys. But you got one more set of days ahead of you. That's through Saturday to bring that win home, and we know you're going to do it.
Last question, and we'll get you out of here. Tell us about the proclamation.
So the proclamation is sort of, the city's official way to proclaim,
Right.
to tell the world and extol what has happened with this excellence. And I think it helps people to remember. It makes an historical marker of the event. It gives a physical reminder that can be held on a school wall or wherever you place it. And it'll remind future generations that with hard work and excellence, you can achieve these goals. This didn't come easy for these kids, and it certainly didn't come easy for the coaching staff and everybody else. They worked hard, and they're seeing a huge payoff. And I'm just happy to see the community this gleeful, this excited about it. that's a good feeling to have at Christmas time.
Indeed it is. Mayor Jacques Roy, thank you for the time. We know you're a busy man. We'll let you get out of here, but we appreciate you taking an opportunity to sit down and visit with us.
Thank you for having us.
There you go. We're going to turn it over to watch the band, the support teams, and all of that. Coach Bachman will be back with us around 7:15. You're watching the Thomas Bachman Show, State Championship Edition, right here on 446 Sports.
Switch right there, is that on or off? Okay. Yeah, that's how I did up top earlier. Yeah, it's maxed out. It's maxed out.
Wait, maxed out wide?
Yes, as wide as it can go.
Okay, I can't see it. I'm on.
No, but I mean, could you see those two? Could you see Jock and Doug? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, it was off center because it was four.
Yeah, so what happened out there tonight?
We struck out at home with leftovers, then we remembered walk-ons.
What effect did the situation have?
Spirit soared. Nick took on.
Should I go tell the DJ to play? But I mean, maybe we'll just stand
I feel like once I find somebody, I'll lose
And it's that time. Welcome out. It is the championship edition of the Thomas Bachman Show. I am Doug Gann alongside of Nick Magnano, and head coach Thomas Bachman is in the house. Coach, congratulations on a tremendous season, and how about this crowd that's out here tonight?
Yeah, a lot of fun, man. The community rallying around these boys has been a lot of fun.
You know, we've talked about them all throughout the year, and we'll get into the semifinal game in just a bit. But, man, it just every one of them that I talked to are just having a lot of fun with this week.
Yeah, I think so. It's been a normal week for us. We tried to keep the routines, the structures, the things that we do, what practice looks like. I mean, it's been a normal week of practice. Hadn't been a whole lot of talk about, what we're doing, or, don't really have to talk to them about that.
Right.
I think they're hearing it everywhere else. As much as we keep, our routines in place and just continue to prepare. Games coming. Don't get caught up in all the stuff that goes along with it. The things that have prepared you to play well all year will prepare you to play well this week. So let's stay with it. And I think for the most part we have. We need to handle the trip well tomorrow.
Yeah, Coach, we're talking about getting through. It's been 13 weeks, 13-0, and that's exciting news. As everybody's excited. What's been a little different this week as far as the Saturday game?
You talking about? Well,
Yeah.
Not a whole lot. We brought them in on Sunday night really to get some logistical things done, permission, talk through the week, talk about how we're going to travel, things we're not going to put up with, things we're not going to do, within. If you want to do all those things, get your butt out now. Don't distract the ones that are serious about it. And, of course, the kids are about it. They're ready to go. So we did that. That was a little bit out of routine. We don't usually bring them in on the weekends. But not a whole lot. We'll get on the bus tomorrow morning at 10:30, and we'll go get our normal, what we do on Thursday afternoon. We'll go do that at the indoor at LSU from 1 to 2. And we'll get in the hotel and some of the things that we do meeting-wise before we do our run-throughs on Thursday, we'll do in the hotel tomorrow night. And then, we're going to wake them up early Saturday morning. We're going to get their heart racing. We'll do a little bit of a dynamic warm-up, a little bit of a stretch before we have breakfast, really get them going. I don't want the first time that they their heart's racing is when we're going out for pregame.
Because it'll start
warm
then.
up. Yeah, so, noon's going to come in a hurry. We'll have breakfast, and we'll get to the Dome. Our check-in time is 9:50. We'll get in there, and before you know it, we're going to be out. I think they open the gates at 11 o'clock, and it would be great if people start pouring in, because we'll start warming up right around 11 o'clock, and when we come back out after warm-ups to feel that energy, and I hope the whole city's there to welcome these boys.
Look, we've seen not only the city of Alexandria come out for it, but surrounding areas have been talking about it too, because in a tight-knit area like we're in, you've got family at different schools. You've got family all over the place, family in between here in New Orleans. There are a lot of folks that are coming down, and the fire is there that I've seen all throughout the community. We talked about the lights over there on Versailles that are that same way too. But you see it in the eyes of everybody that's out here tonight, even as well, coming out for it. One thing I did want to mention: Hotheads Crawfish. They provided the stuff for the jambalaya, and Hannah Johnson and that group over there cooking it all day too. And so big shout out to those folks for doing all of that, and everyone that's come out here tonight too. But to get back to it, the community has grown. It's swelled up a lot, too, because of family, and that's what it's been the entire time you've been here, but now it's showing out.
It's been an incredible year from, the first home game at Destrehan, the crowd, the support, the energy. Just you could sense that there was an anticipation of, what we were, had the potential to accomplish, and it's been that way all year. I honestly have not taken in a whole lot of that stuff because, you stay here and, you're focused on what it is. But I will say that when we go to lunch, get out and about, Coach Mercer and I have gone to lunch several times. Everywhere you go in, people are talking about it, wishing you good luck. And, of course, that means the world. It really does. And to sense the pride that people have that are maybe not Ash graduates, that are just Central Louisiana people that are really pulling and want to see us go down there and get this thing done for obviously our boys, our team, our school, but really for the entire area has been really fun. It's been it's been awesome. It's what you want to be a part of.
Before we get too far into all of that, which I don't know that we can not be already too far into it, but let's look back at that semifinal game. That was just that was a war. I mean,
Yeah,
absolutely.
it was, and probably a little bit different game than we've played this year. Could kind of really get a sense there in the opening drives that, okay, if we don't give them short fields, I didn't feel that they were going to be able to take it the length of the field. And I don't know that we've played a whole lot of games where we've been very conservative offensively. Played the field position game. 4th and 3 from midfield. A lot of times we've gone for it this year, and that was just a different game the other night where. I felt that field position, the temperatures, the cold. I mean, it's just you got to play in the environment that you're in. And, so it turned into a field position game. And I thought that our kids, performed really well. It's funny, I was talking with Kim. She, after the Bird game, I know there were a lot of people that were, nervous because Bird was moving the football and puts together some long drives. And I can remember there at the house when she said something about, I'm a little bit nervous. Are we going to be okay defensively? And I remember saying, we're going to be fine. We're fixing to play one of our best defensive football games. And I certainly think that was the case the other night.
Well, no doubt it was. And, I mean, and that showed through the first, however it was in there, and then the final 5 minutes of that first half really made a difference in that ball game. Of course it did. You get the long drive. And I don't know. It's hard to find which part of it was more important. And it all goes into the grand scheme of this. The 16 plays that took it, 5 minutes off of there and got it down, or the kickoff that got you right back.
To get it all started is we're 3rd and 10 from our own 10-yard line.
Yep.
And the third down conversion, Jimmy breaks a tackle, gets us the first down by about a half a yard.
Yep.
You could point to a lot of plays and say, what are the plays of the game? They're all important. Every play has a chance to impact the game, but to pick up that first down and then to follow it up and finish it, go 16 plays, 90 yards, get the 7-0 lead versus punting out of your own end zone. Now they've got the ball with 4 minutes to go, and you just never know. They had already tried one trick play.
Right.
So you just never – you could go into half, and next thing you know, you're down 7-0. Instead, that third down conversion there on 3rd and 10 from our own 10. Then the very next play, we pop another one for a first down, and then we were able to kind of get rolling, get the ball, and JT was able to kind of break off a couple of runs, not big runs. I mean, they're very disciplined defense, but we were able to just continue to move, the piles forward, 4 yards, 5 yards. There was 3 10-yard runs. I think we had a 13-yard run on that. Before you know it, we're in plus territory, and it was a huge drive. And then, I said all week, people talk about, I laugh in the field house when people talk, just with coaches, it's not our approach. What do you have to have happen? We got to have 3 turnovers. We got to hold them to 7 points a quarter. I just kind of chuckle at that stuff. Well, how many possessions did you defend in the first quarter? If you've defended one possession and you gave up 7 points, you're not, that's not.
That's right.
I can't stand all that stuff. You got to overcome the things that go against you. And you got to take advantage of the breaks that you do.
Right.
And we got the break on the muff kickoff when the kid let it go off. Cortez recovers it. And 2 plays later, we've committed to running it. We get them fitting that run, and we get Tanner right down the seam. Great throw and catch. And, yes, we're up 14-0 at halftime.
Coach, and they won the toss, and they elected to take the ball. So they
and that surprised me.
Yes.
I figured
shocked us.
It surprised me. I thought they would be a defer team, for whatever, to try and we do, trying to get into the mind of what are they thinking, what are they, what do they see, what's some of the things that they're going to do early in a ball game, trying to anticipate some of that stuff, so that you can walk the kids through it. Trying to go back and watch somebody's broadcast, or they a take the ball team, or they a defer team. You just can begin to plan out your opening sequences of the game. And so when they took the ball, it was like, okay, all right, here we go.
Let's go.
And to get the turnover there was very important, and should have scored on our opening drive. We go 2 plays first down, then we make some mental errors. We get a penalty. Then we follow it up with another mental area, and next thing you know, we're in a long yardage situation, and then we turn the football over, and just one, it begins to snowball on you when you make one mental mistake or one error. But as we said, you got to find a way to overcome those things, and we did.
At halftime, when you talked to Nick, you gave him 2 or 3 key points, and you said, we got to keep our composure. We got to have discipline, and we got to go out there and play with some intensity. And as you look at it, I think that was a big key in it as well, too. No matter the situation, you guys got up, got back to the huddle, got to their side, did whatever it was, and there were opportunities to get frustrated about some things, and they played very sound, disciplined football.
Yep, without going into much.
Correct. Yeah, that's not the idea. It was just, no.
But, I will acknowledge some things. There are some things that we had on film that, take place in piles or go on that are extracurricular, and, being able to put it on film and really prepare the kids for the things that were going to take place, and that you can't get drawn into things where they see you reacting, and next thing you know, you've got a personal foul, dead ball penalty, and we're behind the chains, that stuff. So was really proud of our kids and the fact that they handled that stuff well, really all night. I didn't think we got drawn into any extra or anything where we hurt ourselves, post-snap penalty type stuff where it is about composure. And in fact, we benefited from probably maybe their lack of composure or lack of whatever it is that you want. And then the prep going into it of making sure that you cut that stuff up, you send it in. People are on the lookout. I thought that we benefited from some of that stuff. But, I guess we're getting into the second half. I know we wanted to stick it in the end zone, but the field goal to put us up 17 gave us a 3-score lead.
That's correct.
And really kind of ended up being the difference there. It's not a 1-score game there late in the third quarter, fourth quarter. We're up 11 and 2 scores. So the field goal was huge. Sorry,
and that's what
I was going to reference that's makes Channing 4 for 4 on the year.
I was going to correct that because I was wrong on the broadcast. Thank you.
That's all right.
Yes, thank you.
I didn't want to.
And they've all been really big field goals when we've needed them.
So Nick's 0 for 3, Channing's 4 for 4.
Well,
I just wanted
this.
to.
The first two I was doing play-by-play, and I was actually drinking through a fire hose.
The field goal to open the second half against Desterham was another situation where it put us up 3 scores. We went from a 15-point lead to an 18-point lead. That was really big. The field goal that he made against West Monroe broke the 28-28 tie and ended up being the difference. When we ended up responding, we're scoring to take the lead, not scoring to tie the ball game. So big field goal, big drive there. The third down where we hit Jimmy on the over route, nice catch, big third down conversion after we get the pass interference on JT when we're in a long yardage situation.
We posted a lot of things. JT another 247 yard line, 247 puts him close to 2,500 on the season, which is phenomenal. And of course, we post a lot of highlights and a lot of videos, and more of the comments on there are, I could run through that hole that the offensive line is opening up, and I'm like, well, no, you can't very far. You're not going there. But the point is, it's like the Red Sea parting with that offensive line. Talk about that group.
Somebody that I really respect, I'm not going to say his name because I don't know if he wants me to say his name, but a coach that has won multiple championships, that's one of the greatest coaches in this state's history, in my opinion.
Is your dad here tonight? Is that – no, I'm just –
Not him, but certainly would describe him that way.
Right.
But he sent me a picture or a clip of you, I guess, whenever somebody had cut it out, whether it was our social medias, and it's the long touchdown run. And he said, this is a thing of beauty, and it really was. And
he was untouched on that too.
Right.
I mean, you'd like to look at all of these 8 or 10 or 12 tackles he broke, and there are plays like this, but he didn't break anything except 61 yards to the house.
It doesn't often happen the way you draw it on the board, the way it all. Hey, they're gonna fit it this way, and here we go. We're inserting here. We got this, and that one happened the way you draw it on the board.
Coach, I just want you to see this, and switch the camera if you can, Brett. I mean, the student section doing a line dance with DJs. I
don't need too many of them.
This is what high school's about, right, Coach?
No doubt. It's about the memory. I see Jimmy right there. Yeah, look, I love it.
He might get the camera off of it if his players are out there.
Sorry, but yeah.
So,
I just
so
wanted
the
to-
attendance shifted from the Thomas Bachman show over to the line dance. I get that. It's okay. I get that.
I wanted him to enjoy it too.
No,
I mean,
this is
I
awesome.
know.
I tell you,
the
Coach,
focus is-
if you want this, Michael, where if you want us, we'll go like game day.
Nope.
And you
I'm fine right here.
I mean, I know.
Let them have
I
their
knew the
fun.
answer to that going into it, but
But I do have a question though, and I don't. Is it accurate for me to say that their first touchdown, which came off a pass, okay, with John Curtis, for your defense to force them to do something that's uncharacteristic, isn't that a compliment?
Yep, second touchdown.
I'm sorry,
the first
second
one was the
touchdown.
veer
That's
keep
right, that's right. Yeah, I'm
off
sorry.
of a turnover,
Sorry,
and
yes,
another
excuse me.
time
0 for
where we
4.
Excuse me.
Sorry.
No, you're good. You're
where
good.
we shouldn't have turned the football over there. We made some we got to have all 11 guys on the same page. Where we've got a screen called and several people are running a different version of it, and that comes back to what's the saying? You're either coaching it or allowing it to happen. So we've got to do a better job of making sure that we're all on the same page in big moments. But yes, as we said, kind of the open talking about this, really felt good about the way that we were defending, and they were not just going to line up and take it 80 yards on us. We felt really confident about that, and that's no discredit to them. They're a great football team, but we should have had the one that they threw for a touchdown.
I agree.
So,
I mean,
that's
I'm
the thing for me.
Yeah.
We, get our eyes out of place, and we got to take the back in the flat. Anyway, yeah.
look, indeed. But at the end of it, you guys did everything that needed to be done on there. Defense played arguably the best game that we've seen them play this year. They
played a lot of good ones, certainly performed well in some big moments. And, at the end, we found a way together.
You talked to Merce at the end of it, too, and we told you about that. It just beams about it. When you see the work that you put in and the guys recognizing things from all of the film work that you do, and that's what a lot of it is, because when you guys get out here, you're not having to teach a lot on the field. I've been to a lot of practices this year, and the guys are saying, okay, this is what we see. Coaches are signaling, and they're moving. And, that's just from being and watching that film and being coached up and knowing what to do.
I agree. They do a great job. I mean, the entire staff does a great job. I mean, we could spend the rest of the show talking about the staff and the contributions that they make and the role that they play and how everybody is bought in and understands the role that they play, how it benefits the collective, the group, and when you have success, there's enough credit to go around for everybody, and they all play a role. Obviously defensively, it starts with Coach Merce. And I know that if he were sitting here, he'd be the first one to deflect it to Coach Russo and Coach OJ.
He always does.
Barthod and Coach Malik and those guys. I mean, it's a really, really good group, and it's fun to hear them talk. Won't talk about personnel. Hey, we're worried about this guy in this situation, and this coach to speak up and say, he's got it.
Yeah.
And then there's trust that he knows his position group really well. And say, all right, you say so, we're going to roll with it. And there's one kid that's coming to my mind right now in particular, and it's like, and he played really well. So it's fun.
Looking forward to it. When we come back, we're going to take our first break. When we come back, I think we'll get a couple of the players up here. Let's talk to Darius. We'll talk to Cortez.
You can get them from dancing.
Here, Coach, take this over there and get in the
Nope.
You're still not doing it. We're trying that. Guys, you are watching a special championship edition. We are live on the campus of Alexandria Senior High School. Still brought to you by Walk-Ons, our fine friends there at Walk-Ons, and, of course, Sadler's Towing for bringing all of this to you. Don't go anywhere. We are live here on campus getting ready for the state final in Select Division I. We'll be back. You're watching the Thomas Bachman Show on 446 Sports.
Yeah, so what happened out there tonight?
We struck out at home with leftovers, then we remembered walk-ons.
What effect did the situation have?
Spirit soared. Nick took on a burger. Jen obliterated her ribeye po' boy. And speaking of spirits, Laura even scored a real tasty cocktail. She needed that.
Any lessons learned today?
Yeah. Head straight to walk-ons.
Scratch-made dishes, wall-to-wall TVs, craft beers, and cocktails. Walk-ons for the win.
This month, as we gather with the ones we love, let's take a moment to give thanks for the blessings in our lives. When it comes to protecting what matters most, trust those who care about your family as much as you do.
I'm Jason Hawk, your local Farm Bureau insurance agent. I'm here to help you protect what you hold dear.
Whether auto, home, or life, have peace of mind knowing that your family is covered today, tomorrow, and for years to come. So talk to Hawk at 318-791-HAWK or online at talktohawk.com and let us help you protect what matters most.
Wherever you are, you're there for a reason. You shouldn't have to make a trip to the branch to deposit a check. Skip the trip and use our mobile app to easily and securely deposit checks right from your phone, day or night, wherever you are or whatever you're doing. Download our mobile app today.
At Wallace Eye Associates, right now is the best time to have your cataracts removed. A new year means a new deductible, so if you're just not seeing as well as you used to, schedule your cataract evaluation today. It's fully covered by all medical insurances, including Medicare. You never need a referral at Wallace Eye Associates, and our method of next-generation cataract care is the most affordable in the state. There's only one team, one focus, your vision. Wallace Eye Associates.
Are home problems turning your life upside down? Trust Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing to save the day. From keeping you comfortable to plumbing repairs and even generators, we do it all. Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing, your one-stop solution for AC, plumbing, and generators. If you need us to save the day for you, call Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing or visit us online at southernairnow.com.
And we're back live on the campus of Alexandria Senior High School just a couple of nights before Saturday, December the 14th, and that is the Division I Select State Championship, and a couple of guys that'll be playing in that one too. Darius Washington, Cortez Simon on here, and welcome, guys.
Well, thank you.
Cortez, if you'll get that a little closer to you. There you go. That's perfect. There you go. Look, Cortez, it's part of our pregame is that time that we get to upset, because your mom's got to be the first person that's into the stadium. There's no doubt about that. In her same spot, she didn't want anybody getting in her seat. And about halfway through the year, she got she told me, she said, "You got to tell your man it's not Cortez." I said, "I tell him every week. I tell him every week." But look, as much as your name's out there this year, everybody knows Cortez Simon. Dude, what a great year.
Thank you.
Look, there's been so many special moments for you, the interceptions. What's a couple of your favorite moments of the year?
I would say the block punt, week
Right.
1 against Westfield.
Right.
And definitely the pick 6.
Yeah, that wasn't a terrible one at all. So, D-Dub, we'll ask you the same thing. Darius Washington joins us. By the way, if you're new to the show, great that you found us, number 1 and number 3, just in case you're keeping up with it that way. But Darius, a couple of your favorite moments from the season.
I would say my kickoff return from Westfield and one of my jail screens that I had against Washita. I'd say those two are my favorite.
Look, we get it, and I catch myself sometimes not making the call but just watching, because you're going to break a tackle, you're going to get out of it, you're going to go and make some big yardage. And what's going through your mind when you catch that ball?
Really just to get upfield, try to go to the box all the time, try to at least get a first down. That's always on my mind. Knowing I follow behind my blockers, Big Kobe. That's one of the main people I follow behind when I go through.
Look, I don't know who they can see behind him. That he's a big dude.
Yeah.
I mean, he came up, look, and it's a typical defensive lineman, offensive. I mean, they get, and they're so physical on the field. And he got up here on the show last week. He's like, yes, sir. I was like, come on, man, you can't do that. And so we got him loosened up. Now, somebody we don't have to do is Hobbsy. He'll get behind the mic and he's opening up a little bit too on there. Guys, you got to be having the time of your life on here. This is a lot of fun this season. What's preparing you for a game like Saturday? I mean, it's not to get into the emotion of it, because you guys are prepared for it, but what is the season? What's happened in the season that's got you ready to play for a state title?
I'll say all the hard work that we put in, how we go out and execute every game, knowing that each and every game means something to us, knowing that we all have each other back, just try and go out and play and dominate.
Yeah.
I'd say like all the big games like West Monroe, Ruston, Neville, Destrehan, all those games have prepared us for this game that we're playing Saturday.
Look, it absolutely has, and we've come out to practice a lot of times you guys don't take it easy at practice at all. I mean, from the pods to all the different parts. I mean, you guys are going after it. Yeah, going against that offense that's out there. You two guys, good. Okay, so here now, it's not often that I've got offense and defense out here, but let's do this. You guys are lined up on there. Who's got the advantage?
I'll say, I'm gonna give defense got that advantage.
Yeah.
They be looking at our plays, so they know what we finna do sometimes.
We didn't practice against our own offense for like 4 years, so we know some of the signals. We know what they're finna do.
Now that's cheating. You can't look over and peep the signs that are coming in.
I just be looking on accident, and I just see the signals.
Look, I guess it was probably the first or second week, and they were doing, what is this called down here when it's just, what is it, inside or
inside.
Okay, they're doing this, and I mean, the defense is just banging away. And because they don't know what's coming. Because, I mean, you guys are going up the middle with it no matter what on there, too. And so the defense was having an advantage in there. But it's never a time that there's a play taken off. I mean, you guys are going full strength every time.
Yeah.
What is it? I mean, what do you leave with the younger players when they see you putting that work? What do you try to leave to those guys that are coming up behind you?
That practice is just to practice how you play. You know, going in there practice, you're supposed to practice hard. So even when you're in the game, it looks easy to you since you put dedication to it, practicing all day.
Yeah. Cortez, when we told you we visited with your mom a little bit before the game, and normally it's that big smile and bubbly, and she's there and got a little emotional because it was the last game to be played at Butch Stoker Stadium. I said, we're gonna win this game. We're going to the Dome. She said, it's not the same. She said, you coming out here at Butch Stoker Stadium. Your thoughts on playing at such a program and continuing to build it every year. What's it like on Friday nights with the way the crowd was out here, that home field advantage?
Oh, it feels amazing. We got an advantage, too, because our crowd is really loud. Like, we can barely hear making our defensive calls. So I know the opposing offense can barely get their calls and signals and all that.
Yeah, and the good thing they don't blow them horns on offense, right?
Yeah.
Look, and we saw they were getting so frustrated, the offenses were. They just couldn't hear because of those horns that were blowing on there. So, I mean, the crowd's in now. They can't take it into the Superdome. No artificial noisemakers. But I got to believe they're going to be loud enough. It looks like everybody's going down there. Yeah. What's your thoughts about walking into the Dome? When I talked to Coach Bachman several years ago, he said, look, I just wanted the experience of walking in there to the Dome. You guys thought about that, or is it just?
Yeah, I've thought about it because I've never been for like a regular Saints game or anything.
Right.
And I just can't wait to like experience it. And then it's even better that we get to play on the field. And it's just been a dream.
What do you get to go out there and show them, Darius?
Show them all the things that we worked for, all the things that we put in at practice, and just to show out.
Yeah. Some of those younger guys that are watching. What do you try to tell them? Say, look, this is an experience. We're starting this because you got a lot of young guys on the team that are getting a lot of time out there, and some of them are going to have to step up and be those senior leaders from here on out. What do you try to convey to them?
Just keep working.
Yeah, that's good stuff. I know you got a lot of football left, too. You're going to go down and play in Baton Rouge in a couple of weeks, too, in that one. Man, guys, get on the bus and tomorrow and just enjoy. The one thing I can encourage is just enjoy where it's at. You guys are coached up. I know that. How much film you think you've watched this week?
A lot.
A lot. I'll say a lot, yeah.
So you're done? You ain't going to watch no more?
We still going to watch it.
You're probably going to watch it on the bus going down there. Yeah. I know you are. Darius Washington, Cortez Simon, appreciate you guys. You've been such leaders for this team. You've been such leaders for this community, this city, and your school. Thank you for that, and let's go out there and go Trojans.
Yes, sir. Thanks.
There you go, Cortez Simon, Darius Washington. Guys, we'll be back. When we come back, I don't know who we're going to have on here with us. Nick is out there. Oh, Nick's right over there. We'll see what Nick has in store for us. Don't go anywhere. Still got time to get back out here. We've got a little bit of time. We're live on the campus. Before we wrap this up, you're watching a Championship Saturday edition of the Thomas Bachman Show. We'll be right back.
Wherever you are, you're there for a reason. You shouldn't have to make a trip to the branch to deposit a check. Skip the trip and use our mobile app to easily and securely deposit checks right from your phone, day or night, wherever you are or whatever you're doing. Download our mobile app today.
haven't met you yet. I might have to wait, I'll never give up. I guess it's half timing and the other half's luck. Wherever you are, whenever it's right, you'll come out of nowhere and into my life. And I know that we can be so amazing. And baby,
Are home problems turning your life upside down? Trust Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing to save the day. From keeping you comfortable to plumbing repairs and even generators, we do it all. Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing, your one-stop solution for AC, plumbing, and generators. If you need us to save the day for you, call Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing or visit us online at southernairnow.com.
Yeah, so what happened out there tonight?
We struck out at home with leftovers, then we remembered walk-ons.
What effect did the situation have?
Spirit soared. Nick took on a burger. Jen obliterated her ribeye po' boy. And speaking of spirits, Laura even scored a real tasty cocktail. She needed that.
Any lessons learned today?
Yeah. Head straight to walk-ons.
Scratch-made dishes, wall-to-wall TVs, craft beers, and cocktails. Walk-ons for the win.
Thank you.
We're back live here at the Thomas Bachman Show. It is a Championship Saturday edition of it, and we're here with the principal, Jody Goodman, and Miss uh-oh, what happened to you, Brett? Okay, there you are. What a night! This is we've talked before at some homecomings and different things, but this was just special tonight.
Yeah, most definitely a great night. I mean, it's just overwhelming the outpouring of support from the community and Sinlaw. I mean, just everyone coming together, wishing the boys support, and it's just, it's overwhelming. That's the only word I know to say right now. I mean, this has been great. The kids have had a great time tonight, and a lot of people came out, and we were glad that we were able to.
Were you over there dancing with them?
No,
I saw that.
no,
I tried to get Coach Bachman to go, and he wouldn't go over there either. So I don't know.
No, I wasn't dancing.
No,
not
I
tonight.
don't look. Something would hurt. I just know. And Mayor Jacques Roy was out tonight with a proclamation for the school and the team, and that was great.
Yes, what an honor. I mean, just proud to be a part of this city, and just to be able to represent Sinlaw in at the Dome and just show what kind of a community we live in. It's a special place to be.
I think I don't think the thing that sticks out the most on there, one of the things that's just huge in all of this is they put a fan bus together from Brame.
Yes.
And not only from the schools, but you've got the junior high that's going on too.
Yeah.
That's just cool.
All right. I saw Coach Sons this morning, and I asked him how many. He said about 50 on that bus, and we've got 2 coming from here, about 70. So
that's
I mean,
so
they're
cool.
going to know that we're here. We're there.
Well, look, everybody that I talk to is going, and it's not are you going? It's what time are you leaving?
Right.
When are you leaving? When are you heading down? So I know Nick, you're going down with us tomorrow.
No.
Oh no, you're not.
No, I'm going out Saturday morning. My oldest son's coming in from Boston. My wife's actually picking him up from the airport tonight. So we're going to hang out tomorrow.
In New Orleans?
Yes, in New Orleans.
We could have just been.
Hey,
sorry.
let's not talk about it.
I
But
to
Ms.
get
Goodman,
myself together.
since I'm new to this is the second year. Are you from here?
No,
okay.
not originally. I'm actually from Avoyelles Parish.
Okay.
But I've been. This is my 32nd year in education.
Okay.
So I've taught and have been an administrator in Rapides Parish my entire career.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, and look, we've had a lot of these moments to talk about. I think it's every year there's something else that you're beaming about and you're proud about with this team and it's in this school. And we have a lot of the support kids out here tonight, the band and the dance line and Troy Dolls and the cheer and it's got to warm you to see all of that.
Yes, they're all excited and they all deserve to be there.
Right.
I mean, they've all worked very hard all season long and have put out product that we are proud of, and so it's going to be an exciting morning. Come noon on Saturday, being in New Orleans at the Superdome, that's the place to be.
Look, I'm so glad it's not a 7 o'clock game that night where you got to sit around all day waiting for it. I don't know that I could take that. We were talking to somebody a little bit earlier. Get back Monday, it's like, oh gosh, it's 2 weeks till Christmas.
Right.
what do we do
Christmas?
now?
What is that?
See, yeah, it's just one of those. But it's nice. It's great. It coincides with the Christmas parade that's on Sunday.
Yes.
Get everybody back in town and love to see this trailer and holding some state champions on there too.
Or we'll just have another new parade, all our own.
That's exactly. Leave the barricades out on the road and let's go out and do this. We a lot of the alumni have come through. I know your son, of course, came through the program.
Yeah.
We saw Shield Taylor out here tonight from Stanford, and of course the kids that are playing college ball, like your son, those that went on to do that. Man, that's special.
Yeah. So he played at the Acadiana game.
Yep, in 2020.
And so it's a big deal because it was a big deal then,
right?
But it's different getting the chance to play at the Dome.
Yeah,
I mean, he is so excited. I'm just.
We joked with people about it. Say, look, we've been to the Dome before. We just didn't get to go to the Dome before.
That's right.
So and that was a lot of fun. And remember every bit of it it was. Can't remember why I walked from the living room to the kitchen, but I can remember the details of that game.
That's a different conversation.
That drives my wife crazy, I'll tell you that. Principal Goodman, we appreciate you taking this time to spend with us and having us out here all year has been a pleasure, and we're looking forward to one more pretty big one on Saturday.
Yes. Look, we appreciate you too, and we've as you look around, there's a whole bunch of things going on with our construction and having to open up parking lots and closing parking lots, and but it's going to be a new normal around here, all in the name of progress. So
Joe,
we're
it
excited.
was raining the other day, and I came by here, and the gate was locked. This one down here, which I think y'all locked, and I think I ruined my brakes too, because I was like, oh, there it is, and had to go around here. But you see it, but it's progress.
Yeah,
and it's
it
progress.
is progress.
And folks that saw the school 5 years ago don't see the same ash that they saw, and 5 years from now they won't see the same one.
That's right.
So what a great time to be here. Thank you for taking the time to visit with us.
I'm glad you didn't ask me about these stats right here. But
no, on third down, what did you get? We'll get it in. No, I think you know football more than you let on. I promise you that. But no, we do have this for you too. So take that
thank you.
and fill it with rocks and tape. No, they won't let you do.
No
noise, no artificial noisemakers down inside the Superdome. And that was the biggest thing. Yeah, you didn't know that. Yeah, no artificial noisemakers down there.
That's right.
So the horns aren't out there, but I promise you they'll make up for it in numbers without a doubt. Enjoy your time down there. We will see you. We'll be down on the field pregame, and then we'll carry some of it back here. But thank you so much.
Thank you.
There you go, Principal Jody Goodman joining us on here. Go Trojans. When we come back, we've got a special guest that we've not ever had on before. I mean, ever before.
Yes,
we'll do all of that when we come back. You're watching the Thomas Bachman Show on 446 Sports.
Wherever you are, you're there for a reason. You shouldn't have to make a trip to the branch to deposit a check. Skip the trip and use our mobile app to easily and securely deposit checks right from your phone. Day or night, wherever you are, or whatever you're doing. Download our mobile app today.
At Wallace Eye Associates, right now is the best time to have your cataracts removed. A new year means a new deductible, so if you're just not seeing as well as you used to, schedule your cataract evaluation today. It's fully covered by all medical insurances, including Medicare. You never need a referral at Wallace Eye Associates, and our method of next-generation cataract care is the most affordable in the state. There's only one team, one focus, your vision. Wallace Eye Associates.
Are home problems turning your life upside down? Trust Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing to save the day. From keeping you comfortable to plumbing repairs and even generators, we do it all. Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing, your one-stop solution for AC, plumbing, and generators. If you need us to save the day for you, call Southern Air Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing or visit us online at southernairnow.com.
I just haven't met you yet.
And we are back live here on the campus of Alexandria Senior High School. And I told you, we had a special guest, one that we've never had on, I don't think, ever before. It's the wife of head coach Thomas Bachman. Kim Bachman joins us. And look, the largest ovation that's out here, and I can tell you this, the question that you had before we got going, how's my hair? Coach Bachman has never asked that question, not once.
Oh, I wonder why.
So welcome aboard.
Thank you.
Look, it's a different perspective from the coach's wife, and you know, we've seen his mom is the two matriarch of it, the husband of coach and the sons that are doing it as well. The coach's wife's job, that's got to be tough.
It is very tough.
So what's the motivation? How do you keep the house going all the time? Well, there you go, perfect.
Am I good?
Yep, perfect now.
What'd you say?
I'm just you listen like he does. No, but you're not on your phone. That's no. Just how is it staying? You know, knowing that the hours are there, and so you're going and doing and that's his. You know, that's his
what
deal.
What motivates me is seeing how it's his passion.
Right.
And that motivates me. And it was hard in the beginning. It was an adjustment for sure to see. I mean, I'm pretty much by myself the whole football season. He doesn't get home until sometimes 9, 10 at night.
Right.
On game nights, 2, 3 in the morning. Leaves before 6 every morning. But to see how it's his passion, and to see how rewarding it is for him, and it's literally his life. It makes so therefore it's my life and it's my passion.
Now, is it true that I've heard this rumor that there are times when he does get home, you'll sit back and go, what was that third down play you called? Why'd you do that? You should have done this. Is that?
Oh yeah.
Okay, absolutely.
Oh yeah.
That's right.
And then he tries to explain it to me, and I don't get it. I'm like, it's okay. Okay, you
yeah.
did the right thing.
Look, the one thing that's been shown a lot lately is his passion for those young men and the love that he has for those boys. It's like you have probably 100-something sons out there too.
Yes.
That's just genuine. That's just truly Thomas.
Yes, it is. We love them all, and they know that we would do anything for them, and we help so many of them, and even boys that have went on to college still reach out to us. I still talk to many of them weekly and still help them out any way that we can.
Look, we've seen that. We saw Shield out here tonight. Yeah. He was out here with his mom, and a lot of the alumni have been out on the sidelines too. But it stretches back further than that too. You see guys that didn't play for Thomas that just want to come out because they see what the program's going. Have got that purple and gold pride in them.
Yes, it's awesome.
Look, it's great. So how intense has it been on you? Because I know when I talked to him Saturday and Sunday, it was all the logistics and the planning. Glad he probably got all of that taken care of.
Well, finally, Monday morning, I said, baby, I need you to focus on winning the football. Give me something to do. Designate something to me. So he did.
Right.
And I helped him with some of the paperwork, logistics stuff, so he could focus on the game.
In the off season, not that there is an off season.
Yeah, really.
Does he still have his cookies on Friday morning and chicken?
Oh yeah.
For lunch? That's 52
yes.
weeks out of the
yes.
year. And I tell you what we need to do. Let's get Coach Bachman up here too. Coach, come up here and have a seat. We're gonna have. No, it's not too loud for you. It's fine. We can't get the band back, but this is just a special moment. I don't know that that we've had this before at all.
I'm not gonna say a whole lot.
You have to, because I don't.
See, now look, that's Coach Bachman joins us back here too, and Coach, we've talked about the perspective of coaches' wives, and that being the strength and the core and the backbone of it too, and we all have our thoughts on it. But what say you?
Well, if you don't have the support and it's not a family commitment, then it's not possible. And for me, it's what I grew up in. It's what I witnessed. It wasn't Dad's job. It was our family's. It's what life revolved around. It's where you plan your vacations around. I know that she's
And
already going to be asking me, all right, what's the summer schedule? When's the week off? So that we can plan some time away. But it's so rewarding, and I think she would say that the relationships with the kids. Abram and Ella getting to experience it. There's the immediate family, but the family's so big, that people are looking out for you, no matter where you go. And it's just very rewarding through the difficulty. It's very, very rewarding, but it's not possible if you don't have support from home, if they're not bought into it, they're not very supportive of it. And she certainly is. It certainly, I know that makes me a better coach. The support that I get allows me to really completely, throw myself into the job and, all that comes along with it, because I know that things are good at the house.
Indeed they are. Look, we're probably a couple of questions away from tears out of it. So this is a wonderful moment on here, and I just wanted you two to share this on the eve of getting back to the Superdome. And from a resident of Alexandria to just the love that you guys have for this school and this community, I think it's shown on a daily basis. And so a return to that, we as residents just thank you for everything that you do. And man, this is it's a special time, and so wanted to have both of you up here. Kim, thank you for coming up. That's
Thank you.
I know it was difficult, but now look, it was the way it is with a lot of people. She'll be up hosting the show before too much longer. What's your schedule like? When do you go down?
I'm gonna probably follow the buses down tomorrow.
All right, I got you. That'll be funny,
Yeah.
Coach.
I think a lot of the
schedule,
families are. I think a lot of the coaches' families are
Following.
going to follow. They'll be
Yeah.
in a different. We'll be at different hotels, but everybody's ready to get down there and
Yes.
ready to get the boys isolated and focused on what we're going to do.
Well, Coach, again, thank you. It's been a special season, and look forward to talking to you down there. I know she's getting cold out here, so we're gonna wrap this up too, and I know the students have school tomorrow too. But Coach, if it's cold out here, though, what were you telling us?
It's not cold in the dome.
Guys,
baby, you gotta say baby.
I argued with her. I said, I didn't say that. She
Yes,
pulled it
he
up. She said, yeah,
did.
you did.
You do. There are a couple of things. There were 2 or 3 shirts that we were going to go with that, what does it say? You feel me on that? Yeah, that was one of the other ones too. Guys, looking forward to it. Join the crowd. Head on down there. No artificial noisemakers in the dome, so we need you to get down there. It's a noon kickoff. We'll go on the air around 11:30. Guys, it's been a tremendous season out here. Looking for one more. The Trojans stand at 13-0. Face Edna Carr in the dome at noon. We'll see you down there. For Jason Crooks, Brett Stallsby, Nick Magnano, Miss Coach Bachman, Kim Bachman, Coach Thomas Bachman, I am Doug Gant. God bless you all, and good night.